I'm coming back home.
Blake Shelton and Home on Real Country. Miranda.
Live from Rockbridge County High School, the Rock the Ribbon Classic. It's time for Colonels basketball, the Altavista Colonels, live on 105.5 KD Country. I'm Kyle Haney doing the solo flight today. I think we'll be able to handle it because the basketball action on the court is going to be fast and furious. It's going to be a fun one here. The Altavista Colonels taking on the Spotswood Blazers. As I said, we are at Rockbridge County High School. It's the Rock the Ribbon Classic, year 2 of this great event that Rockbridge County High School has put on. All the proceeds go to benefit cancer research, patient care, and, of course, the families that are suffering with cancer. And it's a really nice event. They raised over $10,000 last year in their first year. And judging from the attendance here today, I would say they're probably going to meet or exceed that mark again this year. The Altavista Colonels back on the hardwoods. Last time they were in action was Thursday. They got a 29-point win over the Nelson County Governors. A little bit tougher test here today, though, in the 3A Spotswood Blazers, a state semifinalist last year at the 3A level. I asked Coach Mike Carlero about all that and a little bit more. So let's hear from the head man on the Subway pregame show. Subway, you can eat fresh. 2 great locations in Altavista, Main Street, and, of course, in the Walmart on the Clarion Road. So let's do it. Let's hear from the head coach, Mike Carlero, get his thoughts on Thursday's game, get his thoughts on today's game. It's the Trailblazers. It's the Colonels. You've got yourself a ringside seat on 105.5 KD Country.
Unfortunately, I have some bad news.
How bad is it, Doctor?
We've done all we can. Your heat pump's not gonna make it.
Oh, no.
Honey, it's going to be okay. We'll call Select Air Mechanical and Electrical, 332-2600. With over 60 years experience, they'll have us comfortable again in no time.
I recommend Select Air to all my patients. Call 332-2600 or visit selectairmechanical.com. They can handle all your home comfort needs, and they're an authorized trained dealer. It's hard to stop a train.
No one knows trucks like we know trucks. Come see us and you'll agree. From small to tall, we've got it all. High View Motors, GMC. Come on in. Bring the family, see your friends. At High View Motors, GMC. From small to tall, we've got it all. High View Motors, GMC.
Is there a painting project on your to-do list? English's Home Center has added an additional line of paints. English's features Pratt & Lambert lifetime warranty Red Seal exterior paints. Choose from hundreds of stunning, beautiful designer colors. Pratt & Lambert interior or exterior paints. Value price to save you money. Pratt & Lambert paints. Never compromise.
English's is your complete home center.
On North Main Street, Altavista.
Your station for high school sports play-by-play is 105.5 KD Country.
Subway pregame show returns, talking once again with the head coach of the Altavista Colonels, Mike Carlero. Coach C, big one up here today at Rockbridge County High School. Before we get to that, had a 29-point victory over Nelson Thursday. Did you see what you needed to see from your guys in a bounce-back type of game after the loss against Dan River?
Yeah, for the most part, we did. We bounced back pretty well. Life without Demetrius is where we are now, and that was last night was the first step on that, obviously. Thought we had pretty good chemistry. Not every possession, but a number of possessions. We shared the ball a little bit better defensively on the half, and we got some guys to step up a little bit. Donovan Montague had a nice game. Nelson hit a couple threes, and it's important to build some depth down the road, so hopefully we get the full squad together. Those guys have earned some minutes and ready to play for us.
Yeah, you mentioned Nelson and Donnie having a good ball game. Josh McClure, I thought, as well. And he's in that sort of strange position where he's got some more experience than people, second year on the varsity squad, but he's still a young guy, still just a sophomore. Talk about his game a little bit.
Yeah, Josh is a sophomore, and he's very aggressive. He's physical. He goes and rebounds the ball well. he's got to finish a little bit better on some shots, but he's not bashful at all. He really plays hard, makes the hustle plays, gets after the ball on the floor. And to be a sophomore, he's pretty far along, and, he's kind of settled in right now to starting spot.
Talking once again with the head coach, Mike Cardellaro. We are up in Rockbridge today for the Rock the Ribbon tournament here at Rockbridge. They raised over $10,000 last year. Nice event. Let's talk about your opponent today, the Spotswood Blazers. Very good 3A team, state semifinalists last year, and saw a little bit of your practice yesterday. They, like you, can play above the rim, and they like the lob pass, and they like to get out and dunk.
Yeah, I mean, they're a very talented group. They've been together for several years. I think they've won 66 out of their last 70 games, which is a remarkable number. They love to get up and down. They really love to get to the rim. They've got several players. Davis, number 4, their point guard, who is lightning fast and presents a lot of problems. Kyer's a great player in the wing. I mean, their wings are 6'3". They're a tough-nosed team from the Valley. They're a Final Four team, so they've been battle-tested, and it's a big challenge for us. But it's a welcomed game. It's a welcome game. Our schedule's been tough, and that's going to pay off for us.
Yeah, is not having Demetrius, he's such a well-rounded player offensively, defensively, and on the glass. I know it's a time you'd really like to have him. How do you make up that deficit without having him? Is it a collective effort? Does everybody have to step up, or is it one or two things you can do?
Well, we talked yesterday about it being a collective effort, that it's a time for everybody to step up and pitch in and hopefully try to make up a difference. But you can't replace a player like Demetrius. I mean, he's our leading scorer right now, leading rebounder, and he's second on the team in assists, and I think second in steals. So he's having a real good year. We just hope that he's going to heal and get back. We can't replace him, but it's time for everybody to step up and see if they can take a little bit of pressure off of Darius in there and help, and see if we can somewhat get back to being close if he was playing on the floor.
Final question before we get to the shout-outs. We know about Demetrius' injury. Michi was out Thursday. Give us maybe the overall health report of the team. Everybody getting close to 100% with the exception of Demetrius?
Well, Michi's got an ankle that's bothering him, and he didn't play in the Nelson game. Yesterday's practice is bothering him a little bit, so hopefully it's not going to be too bad today, but he's not 100% on it. And it's really something that he's had for the last couple of years that's bothered him since his junior year. So, we're going through that phase. Hopefully, we can battle through it, transition more and more into being, on a hardwood, and, hopefully as we get towards the end of January, 1st of February, we got the whole group together.
Shout-out time here on a Saturday afternoon matinee game.
I think most people are here at the game, so this is going to be tough. Sarah and Swanson, I know, are at home because they are watching our puppy dog. So Sarah and Swanson have been very loyal fans and great neighbors, and they come to the home games, but I know they're listening in back in Altavista. Micah and his family up in Manassas, I know, are listening in, and also Minnie down in Florida. But everybody else, I think, is courtside with you and taking in the game today.
Should be a fun one. Tip-off between the Blazers and the Colonels about 10 minutes away on 105.5 KD Country.
Have you looked at your business banking fees lately? I'm Sean Stone with First National Bank, and we have the best business accounts which offer serious savings for your company. We have a full menu of business products from checking accounts and remote deposit capture to online banking. And we have a local merchant card representative who will customize services just for your business. So let First National Bank prepare an analysis of your current activity and show how we will reduce your banking fees. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's cold in here. Will your heating system keep you warm this winter, or will you spend a cold evening shivering under the covers? Have your heating system inspected today by Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling. Kent Tyree has over 20 years experience and specializes in heating, air, plumbing, and electrical. Licensed and bonded. Call for an appointment today. 309-2266. 309-2266. Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling.
We're back at Bug Motors on Highway 29, 3 miles south of the Lynchburg Airport. We're talking with Joe, one of the owners at Bug Motors.
Hey, thanks, Dave. You know, here at Bug Motors, we take our customer service as our highest priority. That's why we have our ASE certified master technicians go through every vehicle before it hits the lot, making sure we can deliver our highest quality product to the public. We not only want to take care of the customer beforehand, but for the years to come as well. And remember, you can buy a car anywhere, but you can only buy us here at Bug Motors. Visit bugmotors.com for more information.
Here's more award-winning high school sports with Kyle and Oscar on 105.5 KD Country.
Rockbridge County High School, the site of the Rock the Ribbon Classic. 8 games up here today at Rockbridge. This is game number 4, scheduled to start at 3:15 between the Altavista Colonels and the Spotswood Trailblazers. But if you look at your clock or your cell phone, you realize it's 3:23. We have not started just yet. About 6 minutes remaining in the warm-up period, which means 6 or 7, 8 minutes remaining in the Subway pregame show. More than enough time for me to tell you about the new grilled chicken strips at Subway. No artificial preservatives, no artificial flavors. The new grilled chicken strips at Subway, they taste better because they are better. And I also talked about the Subway rewards card. It is changing a little bit. Go to mysubwaycard.com. Get some free points just for signing up. You get free Subway just for signing up with the Reached app, REACHT. We're encouraging folks to do that, a free 6-inch sub just for signing up while supplies last. More prizes on there as well. We gave away some Taken 3 tickets. We gave away a $100 gift card to Chriselle Cothran, about a week and a half ago for our reaching 100 members in the KD group. And when we get another 100 members, we'll give away another $100 gift card. It's just that easy. So much more fun stuff on the Reach app as well. Total interactive fan experience. It's going to be a good fan experience here today. And I see the numbers in the gym growing a little bit just as the Subway pregame show is going on. I think a lot of people really intrigued and excited by this matchup between the reigning and defending 1A state champion Altavista Colonels, back-to-back state champions, and then state semifinalist on the 3A level last year, the Spotswood Trailblazers. Very good program up there in Spotswood. Their head coach, Chad Edwards. You heard Coach Mike Carlero from the Colonels discuss Spotswood a bit. Let's discuss them a little bit more. They've got some size. They are not short in that category, pardon the pun. 6'3", 6'3", 6'2", 6'5", a couple other guys at 6'2". So it's going to be a situation where the Colonels will be at a disadvantage when it comes to height. And then particularly with Demetrius Johnson being sidelined due to injury, that's some more height that they lose right there on that end as well. So we'll see how much it bothers the Colonels here tonight. Another time out on the Subway pregame show. We'll step aside, get our thoughts together, come back with the starting lineups and so much more. Colonels, Blazers, set to tip in about 5 minutes on 105.5 KD Country.
A short drive will save you money.
In the market for a new Chevrolet? Fellers Chevrolet.
FellersDirect.com.
For a huge selection of new Chevrolets and pre-owned vehicles, it's Fellers Chevrolet.
FellersDirect.com.
FellersDirect.com. Selection. Convenience. Fellers Chevrolet.
Fellers Chevrolet.
Always open and only a click away.
FellersDirect.com.
A short drive will save you money. Fellers Chevrolet in Altavista.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical Virginia high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too.
Brought to you by English Construction Company with offices in Lynchburg.
Finch and Finch Funeral and Cremation Service. A family serving families since 1905. Personal, memorable memorial moments, celebrating life and more. Pre-arrangements with confidence, trust and care from our family to yours. Finch and Finch Funeral and Cremation Service. A family serving families since 1905.
More live high school sports action on 105.5 KD Country.
Subway pregame show returns here from Rockbridge High School. The Altavista Colonels set to take on the Spotswood Trailblazers. We'll alternate between calling them just the Blazers and the Trailblazers, although I'm a big fan of the name. And I think Spotswood likes it as well. We know you like the Reach app. We got a basketball question on there, hot off the press on the KD Country Reach app. REACHT gives you a chance to answer the questions about things that are important to you. And if you're listening to Colonel Hoops right now, then you're probably a basketball fan. We're asking you, and we want your feedback. Who's the toughest team the Altavista Colonels are going to have to play this year? You have some choices on there. Spotswood is one of them. You may want to wait for at least one half or perhaps a full basketball game to see exactly what Spotswood has in store before you answer. I know Dan River is an option. Russburg is an option. Colonels haven't played the Red Devils yet. Colonels haven't played the Brookville Bees yet, but they're on there as well. So there's some interesting choices, and, maybe the more you know about the Colonels, the more insight you have in answering, but certainly nothing wrong with picking against your personal rival. And, of course, the Altavista Colonels, 5-1 on the season. Just the one loss to Dan River on Tuesday. Spotswood, on the other hand, 10-0, undefeated on the year. They have beaten everybody they have taken on so far. They beat Broadway last night. You see the Spotswood Trailblazers finishing up their pregame warm-ups, which include diving headfirst on the floor like they're going after a loose ball. So this is a well-coached ball club. They look to be spirited and excited. One more time out here in the Subway pregame show very quickly. We'll step aside for a second. We'll get the starting lineups. We'll be ready for the tip-off here. Trailblazers, Colonels, right around the corner on 105.5 KD Country.
Our thanks to these members of the KD Country Sports Club.
El Cerrito in Altavista. Throw on a sombrero. Shake your maracas. It's El Cerrito time. Authentic Mexican cuisine only at El Cerrito.
Robertson Auto Sales, Lynchburg. Dealers with a passion for great quality pre-owned vehicles. We love cars and trucks, and it shows in our inventory.
Aubrey Rosser, attorney at law, going above and beyond the courtroom. Your choice for any and all legal advice. Serving Altavista, Lynchburg, and Roanoke areas.
One Stop Mart, Main Street, Altavista, where the gas is cheap, beverages are cold, and the chicken is kicking.
Mad Biddy's Antique. 105 Wood Lane, just off of Main Street. Come find what you didn't know you were looking for.
Dairy Freeze, serving ice cream, yogurt, fries, hamburger, hot dogs, and fresh chili since 1961 from their Main Street location.
Unfortunately, I have some bad news.
How bad is it, Doctor?
We've done all we can. Your heat pump's not gonna make it.
Oh, no.
Honey, it's going to be okay. We'll call Select Air Mechanical and Electrical, 332-2600. With over 60 years experience, they'll have us comfortable again in no time.
I recommend Select Air to all my patients. Call 332-2600 or visit selectairmechanical.com. They can handle all your home comfort needs, and they're an authorized trained dealer. It's hard to stop a train.
Back to the press box for high school sports on 105.5 KD Country.
Courtside from Rockbridge High School. Not in the press box here today. We are courtside. We're down in the lower left-hand corner of what I guess I will refer to as the south goal, the south end zone. Starters today for the Spotswood Trailblazers. Number 1, Justin Kyer. Number 4, Khalil Davis. Number 23, Malik Davis. Number 30, Kobe Davis. And number 34, Cameron Irvine. One thing you may notice in that lineup for Spotswood, 3 guys named Davis going to start on the hardwoods there. So I'll have a chance of being able to just yell out Davis, and pretty good percentage of being right for them. On the other side for the Altavista Colonels, they're going to go with number 1, Michi Malback, back in the lineup after a 1-game absence against Nelson. Number 2, Juan Thornhill. Number 10, Darius Johnson. Number 24, Nelson Dews. And number 30, Josh McClure. 3 seniors for the Colonels, 1 junior, 1 sophomore. On the other side for Spotswood, 3 juniors, 1 senior, 1 sophomore. Spotswood, the away team today, they're in the road. Gray jerseys, blue numbers, a little bit of white trim in there. Everybody for them has white socks and gray shoes. The Colonels, they've got their gray shoes with the orange soles to go along with their white home jerseys. Black numbers. Altavista in the orange A. Ready for tip-off here from the Rock the Round Ball Classic. Good basketball action today This is game number 4 of the Classic. Darius Johnson at jump circle to tip it off for the Colonels. He does win the tip, sends it in the backcourt to Michi Malbeck. Michi has to run it down. It goes out of bounds. I don't know if you count that as an early turnover or not. Colonels never really had possession. 3 seconds did run off the clock. It'll be Spotswood inbound on the left-hand side of their own scoring basket. Colonels in the customary man-to-man. Here comes the inbound play. Spotswood having a hard time. That's Kyer trying to get it in. He does have to work about 4.5 seconds off that clock, but does manage to push it inbounds. Now he's got it on the dribble, guarded by Thornhill. Handoff play. It goes to number 4, Khalil Davis. Davis bottled up. Step-back jumper on the way from number 30, Kobe Davis, and that is good for number 30, Kobe Davis. 2-0 early lead for Spotswood. 7:35 left to go in the Select Air first quarter. Thornhill dribbles it in the front court. He was guarded tightly, had to use the left hand the whole time. Nelson Dews thought about a 3 right wing, going to hand it off to Malbeck in the corner. Colonel's running a motion offense. It's a man-to-man D from Spotswood. McClure pops to the top of the key. Now kicks it out left sideline to Malbeck. Malbeck, cross-court, lob pass down over to Nelson Dews, and Nelson Dews had it stripped away. That's Malik Davis going the other way. In transition, fires up a layup. No good. Darius Johnson on the rebound. Nice job by the Colonels to recover there and avoid giving up a basket after the turnover. 7 minutes even left to play. It's a 2-0 Spotswood lead. Colonels haven't gotten a shot off yet. They've only had one possession. Malbeck some fancy dribbling, lost the basketball. Kobe Davis going the other way. Right-hand side of the basket from 5 feet. Count the bucket there as he got free after the turnover. 4-0 early lead for the Colonels. Full court man-to-man for Spotswood. 6:40 remaining in the Select Air first quarter. Malbeck catches free throw line, thought about a jumper, instead kicks to Thornhill. Thornhill left-hand dribble, now down low, left-hand post, middle of the lane, it goes to Darius Johnson. 10 points, number 10 for 2 there. Got my points confused. 2-point basket for Darius Johnson. He is number 10. Jumper goes in for number 1, Justin Kyer, very quickly on the other side from 17 feet. Long 2-pointer there from the left wing. Colonels basketball, they trail 6-2. 6:10 remaining in the first quarter. Thornhill with the dribble going baseline. Up and under layup. Count the basket there for Thornhill. Nice job getting free, maneuvering his way through the defense. 6-4. Colonels trail by 2. Told you it might be a little up-tempo here today. Handoff play. Kyer working left side of the hoop. Hits front rim. Won't go down. Rebounded by Darius Johnson. Colonels on the attack with 5:50 remaining in the first. Thornhill, free throw line. Jay is good. We're tied at 6. Juan Thornhill giving the fans a little display of what makes him so famous. And, you know, some of these fans are in the arena just to check out number 2. Jumper from Kyer from the right wing. No good. Rebounded by Josh McClure. Colonel's going to slow things down a bit. That would certainly make this broadcaster happy. First quarter brought to you by Select Air. Donnie and the gang will fix any electrical or mechanical problem. Call 332-2600. That's 332-2600. Rest of the people that brought you this game coming very shortly. Juan about 30 feet from the basket with the dribble. Left wing, it goes to Nelson Dews. Nelson, back iron 3, won't go in. Rebound comes down to Justin Kyer. Spotswood going the other way quickly. Davis lost the handle momentarily. He's guarded by Malbeck. He'll pitch it over to Kobe Davis now. Davis in the lane. That was number 34, Irvine. His first touch of the game going across the lane. He lost it. Malbeck came out of there with it for the Colonels. Michi over left sideline. Now he goes left-hand corner. McClure driving to the basket for 2. Josh McClure caught it a mere 5 feet from our table right here. Drove to the hoop along the baseline, scored a nice bucket. Colonels with their first lead of the game, 8-6. Thornhill grabs a rebound on the other side. Layup wouldn't go in for number 4, Khalil Davis. Juan, middle of the paint, driving, stopped at the free throw line. Pull up Jay, won't touch anything. Nearly went out of bounds, but Spotswood rebounding the air ball there. Malik Davis with the dribble. He's got it to Kyer now. Kyer, left wing. 3 ball on the way. In and out. No good. Nice rebound by Michi Malbeck. Good clear out. There were no Spotswood defenders around the hoop. Juan's going to slow things down decidedly here. He'll walk it into the front court. 8-6 our score. Colonels lead by 2. 4:05 remaining in the Select Air first quarter. Malbeck using the dribble. Right wing. Underhand pass. It goes to Thornhill. Thornhill right wing. He'll go one bounce pass over to Nelson Dews. Dews trying to lob it down low to Darius Johnson, but that's taken away. It goes to McClure instead, middle of the court. Now they do get it to Darius down low. Darius turn away jump shot from 5 feet, won't go down. Rebound by Justin Kyer and the Spotswood Blazers. Spotswood down 2. They led early. Oh, nice pass down low. Shoveled it to 34, Irvine. Irvine's shot was blocked away. Colonel's going to substitute here. Donovan Montague checking in the ball game, his first action. He'll come in for Nelson Dews. On the other side for Spotswood, number 50, Jared Morris checking in the game, and number 14, Adam Doffelmeyer out there for the Blazers. 3:38 remaining in the first quarter, 8-6. Colonels lead by 2. Not many stops in play. Ball hadn't gone out of bounds much. No timeouts, no free throws just yet either. McClure playing defense down low on Morris. He swatted it away. Spotswood has the basketball back, though. There's Davis. Baseline J won't go in. Rebounded by Josh McClure. McClure's doing a nice job so far on the inside. Malbec catches on the Rockbridge County logo. Now middle of the court, right side point for Thornhill. Thornhill, little shake and bake move, trying to go to the corner. Nothing there. He'll pitch it middle of the court to Donovan Montague. Donnie just shovels it, chest pass over to Thornhill. Juan driving, bounced out of the lane. Malbec for 3. It's good. Michi Malbec, you could tell he had that look in his eye. He wanted to fire one. He does make it. 11-6 Colonels lead. Kyer lost it, had to shovel it over to Malik Davis. 3 ball on the way from Doffelmeyer. No good. Juan Thornhill with the rebound. Colonels wanted to run in transition, but Coach C says, no, let's slow it down just a little bit. And Juan will take the air out of the ball momentarily. Colonels have it in the front court. Michi Malbec close to that sideline. Now he'll get it more middle of the court. Looks at the referee, see if there's a 5 count being administered. 2.5 minutes to play in the first. Colonels up 11-6. Montague catches right in front of us. Left corner. McClure will fire for 3. Middle of the court, and that is good. Altavista has jumped out to a 14-6 lead. Josh McClure with the 3 ball, dead on. Doffelmeyer driving. Wild layup wouldn't go in. It was ill-advised. Colonels get the rebound going the other way. Thornhill has it with numbers. Juan to the basket. Nice dish to Darius Johnson. Great job running the floor by the Colonels, and a nice finish by DJ at the other end. 16-6. Colonels lead by 10. We're under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Kyer driving. Tosses to Morris on the kick out. That 3 ball is good. Nobody reached out and got a hand in Morris's face for the Colonels. Morris was all alone. He actually thought about passing, but was so wide open, decided to shoot to Trey anyway. 16-9. Colonels still lead. Juan bringing it into the front court. Passes ahead to Malbec. Juan with his hands on his knees, a little tired. Montague has the basketball. Going to send it edge of the paint to Darius Johnson. Johnson, turnaround move. Middle of the lane is good. Darius Johnson from 10 feet. 18-9, Colonels lead. Spotswood going the other way, nearly lost it. Morris had to save it in. Colonels working hard on defense, particularly after they let Morris get open. Another 3 ball on the way. This one no good. Rebounded by Spotswood. That is Khalil Davis. His second chance won't go, and Darius Johnson collects the rebound and just hugs the basketball. Oh, now he lost it. Davis came in there and picked his pocket. Kyer to the hoop, fouled, count the basket. First real stoppage in play we've had there is on the foul. Credit Kyer with the bucket from the right side of the paint, 4 feet away. Thornhill will get whistled for the foul. His first on anybody in the ball game, believe it or not. We've got 1:01 left to play in the game. Our broadcast brought to you by First National Bank, focused on providing an extraordinary customer experience. Bug Motor Company, over 40 cars and trucks in stop, minutes south of the airport on Route 29. Select Air Mechanical and Electrical, your authorized train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. Free throw good by Kyer. That makes it an 18-12 lead. We're under 1 minute to play in the first. Chancellor Mormon in the game for his first action for the Colonels. Altavista breaks his own pressure. McClure pull up from the right elbow. No good from 16 feet on the jumper. Spotswood going the other way. This is Aaron Hunter who is in the ball game for them. Doffelmeyer for 3. No good. Rebound is loose. Now controlled by Michi Malbec. Michi wants to go the other way and quickly weaving in his way out of traffic. Sends it off to McClure. McClure driving, cut off. Now Nelson Dews right in front of us. Left-hand corner is good for 3. Nelson Dews gives the Altavista Colonels 21 points. What a game so far. Altavista 9-point lead. Late stages of the first quarter here. We're down to 20 seconds. Spotswood basketball to the hoop. That's number 34, Irvine. Credit him with the floater there for 2 from 9 feet away. Up-tempo ball game, 21-14. Colonels lead. We're down to 9 seconds left in the quarter. Turnover in the backcourt. Kobe Davis, layup won't go. Contested by Montague. Montague trying to chase down the rebound. He does have it on the court. There's the buzzer to end the first quarter. Wild exchange right there at the end of it. Donovan Montague doing a nice job to swat it away. Timeout here. 21-14. Colonels over Spotswood. Second quarter on the way on 105.5 KD Country.
No one knows trucks like we know trucks. Come see us and you'll agree. From small to tall, we've got it all. Highview Motors, GMC. Come on in. Bring the family, see your friends.
high school sports station with award-winning coverage on 105.5 KD Country.
21-14, the Colonels lead here over Spotswood at Rockbridge County High School. I'm Kyle Haney, flying solo. Some shout-outs to come later on. So glad that you can join us. Big shout-out to our sponsors. Wouldn't be here if it wasn't for folks like Finch & Finch Funeral and Cremation Services, a family serving family since 1905. Fellers Chevrolet, a short drive will save you money. English Building Supply, your complete home center, and your home for Atrium Vinyl Windows. Tyree Little's Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer, warm in the winter, and comfortable in between. Highview Motors GMC, from small to tall, Highview has it all. English Construction, wishing our high school athletes an exciting and injury-free game. And, of course, our live internet broadcast at kdcountry.com, or perhaps with the TuneIn app, is brought to you by Chris Owen, your Allstate agent in Lynchburg. Go online, get a quote from Chris Owen today. Hoops fans are always in good hands with Chris Owen. Right now, the Altavista Colonels with the 21-14 lead. Darius Johnson has 6. Demetrius is hurt. Josh McClure with 5. Thornhill has 4. Colonels rebounding well. Colonels running the floor well. Had some defensive breakdowns and some turnovers, but for the most part, Colonels pretty close today to their A game. Altavista basketball start the second quarter here. Already down to 7:45 left to go in this first half. Malback has left point, now over. They send it in the corner to Thornhill. Juan driving to the hoop, partially blocked. Donovan Montague there, couldn't get the tip in. Give Donnie credit for a rebound, but he couldn't score the basket. We're still 21-14. Spotswood going the other way. Malik Davis, number 23. Nice long cross-court pass down low to Kobe Davis. Can't finish the layup, though. Thornhill was there to alter the shot. Here come the Colonels the other way on the offense. Juan still in the backcourt. Now he'll jog it ahead. Moving slowly to his left now. Nelson Dews has it. They thought about going down here in the corner to Donovan Montague. Ballback running air traffic controller there at the top of the key, directing everybody where to go. Left wing, it goes to Nelson Dews. Batted away. Wanted to go to Donovan Montague, but couldn't complete the look. Now you get a foul at midcourt. Just our second foul of the game. It's on a Colonel. It's on number 1, I believe, Michi Malback. No, it's on number 10, Darius Johnson, excuse me. His first, Altavista's second as a team. Josh McClure back in the ballgame. 6:46 remaining in the Select Air second quarter. On the court right now for the Colonels, McClure, Thornhill, Darius Johnson, Michi Malback, and Nelson Dews. Khalil Davis driving right-hand basket will go in. Nice job by Davis. He got by Michi Malback, and nobody there to help out for the Colonels. 21-16, Altavista leads, but it's being cut into. Bounce pass. They send it 15 feet away from the bucket to Darius Johnson. Baseline jumper won't go in. Rebound by Malik Davis going the other way. Not any numbers, but he's going to decide to push it anyway. Now he'll slow it down. Right elbow. Long two-pointer on the way for Davis is good. That's Malik Davis, number 23. 21-18 now, Colonels lead. Altavista led by 10, 16-6 at one point. It's 21-14 at the end of the first quarter. Michi lost it, got poked out of his hands and out of bounds. Colonels thought about a foul. Altavista is going to check in a substitute now. This is number 32, Lawrence Galliard in the ball game. That name may be familiar to Altavista fans that have been at the JV games, but this is Lawrence Galliard's first action on the varsity team of the year. I asked Chad Ward and Troy Harris, a couple of the assistant coaches for the Colonels before the game, if he would see action. There was a resounding yes that he would. They just didn't know when. Malback, NBA range 3, front of the iron, no good. McClure has the rebound right in front of the dish, sticks it up, won't go in. Juan had the rebound momentarily, and that's knocked out of bounds by Spotswood. Altavista basketball underneath their own scoring basket, right-hand side here. Thornhill to do the honors. Juan moving some pieces around there on the chessboard. Altavista ready for the inbound play. Malback set up there in the left-hand corner. Altavista not throwing it in yet. Referees were having a discussion with the scorer's table. Nelson Dews rolling off a couple screens. They get it instead in top of the key to McClure. Right wing, it's over to Malback. Malback right in front of the Rockbridge bench. Backdoor cut by Thornhill. Couldn't find him, though. Nelson has it now. It's Nelson Dews. McClure, head fake. McClure, 14-footer off the window and in. Josh McClure. Don't know if he called bank there from the left elbow, but it doesn't matter. Needed points there for the Colonels. 23-18, they're up. 3-ball on the way from Jared Morris is good for the Spotswood Trailblazers. 23-21. Colonels lead by 2 now. 5:15 remaining in the second quarter. McClure, left wing, one dribble. Now he'll back it out, looking for help. Throws it middle of the court to Malback, right point. Now they go in the right-hand corner to Thornhill. Back middle of the court to Michi. Michi, left-hand wing to Nelson Dews. Dews firing for three. No good. Rebound is loose. Kyer had to save it for Spotswood, and he couldn't. Nearly ran into our extension cord, and that would have been bad if he knocked that off. We would have been off the air, but just momentarily. Second quarter brought to you by Select Air. Repairs, new installations, too. Select Air does it all with prompt and courteous service. Mateo Malback in the game now. Oh, Juan Thornhill just bounced it off a Spotswood defender. Passed over to Darius Johnson. Wouldn't go in. Juan nearly with the trickeration play, and he got it in bounds there. Kyer, right-hand post, blocked, but he is fouled. Boy, Spotswood moves it down that court quickly, and sometimes it's hard to keep up. They got the rebound here on this end. They were down on the other end, and Kyer was shooting a basket really within about 2.5 seconds, it felt like. 23-21, free throws coming for Justin Kyer. First one up, first one in. Kyer has 7 on the ball game so far for Spotswood. He's done some damage on the glass as well. We've got him with 6 boards already, and Justin Kyer has some size. We're tied up. Kyer knocks down both, 23-23. Kyer is 3 for 3 on the evening so far, or the day perhaps I should say, from the free throw line. McClure, one dribble, jump stop, down low it goes to Darius Johnson. Johnson with the basket from the left-hand side of the paint. Give the Colonels the lead again, 25-23. Spotswood basketball. This is Kyer, no Malik Davis. He's looking for Kyer. Had it batted away momentarily. Kyer had to save it in bounds. Left wing, it goes to Doppelmayr. His shot won't go in. Altered there by Darius Johnson. Darius could not control the block, but it's knocked out of bounds off Spotswood. Actually, that was Cameron Irvine. Either way, it's Altavista basketball. They'll have to go the length of the court. 4:13 remaining in the Select Air second quarter. 25-23, Colonels lead. Gonna have to try and keep track of the lead changes and the ties again. Maybe a little tougher. Thornhill driving to the hoop with the jam. My goodness, Juan Thornhill throwing it down with reckless abandon. Even the crowd cheering for Spotswood had to get on their feet at that one. Juan Thornhill with a great dunk. Spotswood on the other side. Morris answers for the 2-point lay-in. Boy, Juan Thornhill got going full speed, came down middle of the lane, right hand, just banged it home for 2. 27-25, Colonels lead. Michi Malback just about an inch away from the left-hand sideline, right in front of us. Juan controls middle of the court. The gym didn't completely blow off the top there, but boy, you saw a bunch of people rise to their feet, and the crowd got excited like I did. Thornhill with it in the corner. He's going to try the jump shot now. That one won't go in. Rebounded by Justin Kyer and Spotswood. Throws it long ahead. Irvine has it. Got fouled. No whistle, excuse me. Malik Davis on the rebound. He sticks it in for 2. That's Khalil Davis. 3 guys with Davis on the court, with the name Davis on the court for Spotswood. So it's a little tougher. We're tied again, 27-27. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Mateo Malback, edge of the paint, 5-footer, won't go in. Rebound still loose. Rebounded by Justin Kyer. Boy, Justin Kyer is going to rack up the rebounds very quickly. Up ahead to Davis. He is fouled. Shot won't go in. Spotswood fans applauding the effort. They get up and down the court quickly on a missed Colonel shot. This is this is Malik Davis. I'm sorry. To the free throw line to shoot 2 to try and break this tie. 27-27. Colonels lead. They led the entire ball game. 2:47 left to go in the Select Air second quarter. Wow, still trying to get over the big-time Thornhill dunk. He's got 6 points on the night. Juan's pulled in 4 rebounds as well. Substitutes now for the Colonels. Mateo Malback and Darius Johnson out. Donovan Montague and Josh McClure in. They join Nelson Dews, Michi Malback, and Juan Thornhill. 27-27, all tied still. First free throw from Malik Davis was no good. It's kind of like when Dan River had the 3 Edmonds brothers a few years ago. You just say Edmonds and you had a good chance of being right, but you're not really doing the listeners credit there because you're not saying which guy actually has the ball. Malik Davis does sink the second free throw, so Spotswood with a 28-27 lead. First time they've led all game. Full court press here from Spotswood. Altavista's going to have to hurry to break this one. They do get it across the timeline. Donovan Montague catches the pass, about 27 feet away from the basket, but now has it post away. Kyer going the other way. Left-hand layup is good. Boy, Kyer can score from a lot of different angles. Mike Carlero has seen enough on this run. Spotswood, they've snatched the lead. They're up 30-27. Timeout here with 2.5 minutes to play in the half on 105.5 KD Country.
Is there a painting project on your to-do list? English's Home Center has added an additional line of paints. English's features Pratt & Lambert Lifetime Warranty Red Seal Exterior Paints. Choose from hundreds of stunning, beautiful designer colors. Pratt & Lambert Interior or Exterior Paints. Value price to save you money. Pratt & Lambert Paints. Never compromise.
English's is your complete home center.
On North Main Street, Altavista.
Now back to the action with Colonel Sports on 105.5 KD Country.
Fast-paced, up-tempo basketball here from Rockbridge County High School between the Altavista Colonels and the Spotswood Trailblazers. Altavista to inbound, got to go the length of the court. They trail 30-27. First time out taken there of the game by anyone. That one was used up by Mike Carlero. Spotswood looks like they've gone into a little zone press. They're trying to double team and triple team at times. Thornhill with it. Now middle of the court, it goes to Malback. Back to one. Pitch and catch between those two. Darius Johnson now. Spin move, middle of the lane. Nice job. Darius spun to his left, but scored with the right hand. So it was a little bit of a different kind of a play, but Darius made it work. 30-29, Colonels lead. Darius has 10 on the night. Thornhill got a piece of Kyer's shot right there. Swatted it away. Now one going the other way for the Colonels. 1:55 left to play in the half. Nelson Dews has it. Right point, middle of the court between the circles to Thornhill. Colonels with some really good ball movement. Most guys don't hold on to the basketball for much more than a second before they pass it away. Nelson Dews, three ball is good. Nelson Dews from the right wing, right in front of the Spotswood bench right there. And that was another long ranger from Nelson. Might not quite have been NBA range, but it was certainly beyond the high school land by at least a couple feet right there. 32-30. Colonels have the lead back after the three ball. 1:20 left to play in the half. Long three by Spotswood. No good. That was Morris. Thornhill with another rebound. You know, I mentioned Justin Kyer was grabbing a lot of boards for Spotswood, where the Colonels as a team are doing a nice job on the glass. McClure, they're going to go back to Thornhill, middle of the court. Juan knocked to the deck, and they're going to call a foul there. Juan with a big smile on his face, like he usually has. Foul's going to be on Khalil Davis. His first one for anybody from Spotswood, and that's impressive. We have 1 minute and 3 seconds left to play in the half, and it's the first foul called on a Spotswood player. And that is in no way a knock on the officials. I think the refs have done a great job today. I think that's just a testament to how good Spotswood plays defense, how they move their feet on the defensive end, and they're smart too. They know when they're out of position to let a guy go by, and they got the help side defense. 54 seconds left to play in the Select Air second quarter. Colonels up 2. Nelson Dews with the basketball, dribbling back towards half court. Now he goes free throw line to McClure. That jump shot won't go in. Rebound contested, but Justin Kyer comes out of there with it. Going to run the fast break himself. Right hand layup won't go down, but he is fouled. I think McClure got him. This Justin Kyer is a 6'3" junior for Spotswood, and you got to believe he is a Division I prospect at some level. At 6'3", he's a guard. He gets in there and rebounds. He can also run the court, uses the dribble, got the long-range shot, can finish around the rim. And he just knocked down another free throw. He's 4 for 4 there so far on the night. And I believe we've got Kyer with 9 points already. Statistics unofficial as always. That free throw goes in, so maybe give him 10. The lovely and talented Monica Robertson helping out on the stats, so I feel better about those than when I do with Agent Zero, Oscar Briggs, but that's just a little cheap shot there on Mr. Briggs there. Does a great job with the stats. Tied up, 32-32. Both free throws good by Kyer. Altavista basketball. Clock winding down to 22 seconds in the half. Colonels probably want to hold for one, but you never know. Now we're down to 17 seconds. It's a 2-3 zone now from Spotswood. Nelson thought about the three. Now he will try the three. This one's too strong. Maul back there for the rebound. He'll pull it out with 10 seconds. 9 seconds. Darius working the baseline. Shot up and in by Darius Johnson. What a play right there. Darius had no room. He was behind the backboard there. He had to reach his arm out in front of the backboard, send it off the window and in. The Colonel fans rising to their feet up there. Altavista brought a nice contingent up from A-Town. 2-point Colonel lead, 34-32. And Darius can stretch it out and make it more from the free throw line. Number 10 trying to catch his breath for the Altavista Colonels here with 8 seconds left in the half. Mormon comes into the ball game for Josh McClure. Free throw up from Darius, back of the iron, no good. Oh, Thornhill grabbed the rebound, 6 seconds, pitches it inside to Darius Johnson. Can't finish from in close. Spotswood basketball. They try a long one. Malbeck grabs it. He'll try a one-hander the other way. I think that would have counted if it went in. We have reached halftime. Colonels lead by 2. What a good half of basketball. Folks, got something special planned for halftime. We're going to hear from head football coach Mike Sharnes. He's going to talk about the season, talk about the state championship, and talk about next season a little bit. Stay tuned for that. It's on the Subway halftime show. Colonels lead by 2 over Spotswood on 105.5 KD Country.
Businesses today are often focused on keeping their costs down, and we can help. I'm Daniel Wheeler with First National Bank, and we have a long history of offering cost-efficient business accounts. Today, we have a wide range of low-cost accounts for any size business. So just ask us about our business economy checking, small business interest checking, or other smart accounts. For progressive business banking, First National Bank will help you with an extraordinary customer experience. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's cold in here. Will your heating system keep you warm this winter, or will you spend a cold evening shivering under the covers? Have your heating system inspected today by Tyree Littles Heating and Cooling. Kent Tyree has over 20 years experience and specializes in heating, air, plumbing, and electrical. Licensed and bonded. Call for an appointment today. 309-2266. 309-2266. Tyree Littles Heating and Cooling.
We're back at Bug Motors on Highway 29, 3 miles south of the Lynchburg Airport. We're talking with Joe, one of the owners at Bug Motors.
Hey, thanks, Dave. You know, here at Bug Motors, we take our customer service as our highest priority. That's why we have our ASE certified master technicians go through every vehicle before it hits the lot, making sure we can deliver our highest quality product to the public. We not only want to take care of the customer beforehand, but for the years to come as well. And remember, you can buy a car anywhere, but you can only buy us here at Bug Motors. Visit bugmotors.com for more information.
Your home for Colonel sports coverage. 105.5 KD Country.
Subway halftime show returns here. We're excited to be joined by a special guest, a very familiar one, but special nonetheless here, the head coach of the Altavista Colonel football team, Mike Sharnes. And Coach Sharnes, congratulations. Another state championship. You knock off Essex 22-20, and start this interview off by, I guess, saying once again, congratulations. I'm sure you're still on cloud 9. We're only less than a week away from the game last Saturday.
Yeah, thank you, Kyle. Yeah, first off, I want to thank you and KD Country for having us on the air. I tell you what, it's the number of people that say tell me I can't get to the game, heard it on the radio, and is really great because not all high schools have that type of support to be able to get it on the airwaves. So thank you for putting us on the air. Yeah, it's been a great week post Saturday state championship game, and trying to get everything squared away and getting put up. We have to clean up a lot of mess and stuff like that, and just getting plans for whether it be a state ring or whatever it might be. We had a lot of plans to make, and it's been a good week.
And I know you mentioned the community as well. They were big. They were big all year. I mean, the fan support at the home games was great. The fan support on the road was great. Had a big crowd up there at Salem. And then, of course, an even bigger crowd met you when you guys came home Saturday evening. Talk about what that meant to you, having that 12th man all year.
Yeah, the kids and the coaching staff, they definitely feel that. Yeah, I thought our crowds this year, home games, our first home game against Galax was a big crowd, and it stayed that way throughout our season, and finalized at the state championship game. It was just packed with black and orange. It was awesome to see and hear the support and cheers and all for the kids. Kids play hard to that, and we get on the bus ride coming home, and that bus is flying down that road. No one's touching the floor. We're all about as happy as can be. It's a great feeling. And closing down Bedford Avenue and getting off the bus and presentation of the state championship year on the banner there off the road with all the people there was really neat. it was really neat. Our kids still talk about it.
Well, we'll talk about the season a little bit. Let's rewind back to the actual game itself. Coach Revis's defense, they were under pressure all game. They made big stops all game. None bigger, though, than the two-point conversion try by Essex there at the end. You guys were up 22-20. They had just scored on a long pass play, and they lined up to go for two. They took a timeout to discuss things, and you guys were able to discuss some things as well. And that defense, Essex needed 3 yards, and they only got about 2.
Yeah, I think the game, you're right. You're right on the head there. The game went pretty much like we thought, the coaching staff. We knew they were very good defensively up front. They were just big, and we weren't sure exactly how we were going to move them out of the way, running the ball inside, very similar to the Honeacre game the week before. They just had a lot more speed than Honeacre, so it was going to be we're going to have to maybe throw the ball and do different things, to get points on the board and to get first downs and all. And it went the way I thought it was going to go like that. And we did miss. We had some good field position and didn't capitalize on different things. Our penalties, again, hurt us. We had 8 penalties, of some crucial penalties I thought hurt. And we had some drops here or there, and we had missed route runs, and the coach doesn't call the right play a time or two here and all those things. Those always happen. Those kind of things always happen. Defensively, we played like we thought we were going to do against their run. We thought we were going to stop their run and force them to pass. And this year they capitalized. The Brodus quarterback, the kid Brodus, he's legit. He's got a great arm, and he made 3 big plays as far as touchdown passes against us. And he's definitely physically able to do that. And then, like you said, the 2-point play, it's big. Our defense rose to the occasion. Juan gets the onside kick. We stayed disciplined. We've preached that all year. We had a disciplined team. I thought we were more disciplined than Essex, and it turned out to be true. And we got one of their players to jump off sides. Juan did a great job play acting on that, and so did a couple of our linemen. Were doing some things, verbalizing to the defense like we're going to block them, and got them to jump. And that was the game.
Yeah, let me ask you about that hard count play there at the end. It's an underrated play in football. Juan used to do it a lot more with the hard count to get 5 free yards. You guys lined up to punt. There's a timeout. You go huddle up. You break the huddle late. Everybody sort of sprints up to the line of scrimmage there. It kind of added to that confusion. Was that something you talked about before, or did you talk about that during the timeout? Talk us through that play there at the end a little bit, because it was a big play to seal things up for you guys. It meant you didn't have to punt it away and play defense.
Yeah, number one, we knew we had timeouts to use, so we did go out to punt initially. Yeah, we went out to punt the football. That was the first decision, and you got 25 seconds or more to decide what you want to do. And we just said let's go ahead and let's call a timeout here and see if we can't draw them off sides. And that's pretty much what it was. Now, how the kids went into that, it's a blue call for us when we want to get up on the line and not snap the ball, and motion some people and that kind of thing. But they did a good job play acting it. They sprinted up to the line. Juan stayed back in shotgun formation. Then he quickly got under center. Our linemen were talking to each other like they do when they're going to block people. Our receivers told me the same thing. They were doing some things, talking like they were going to run a play. And he got under center, Juan, real quick and barked that signal out and got one of their senior football players to jump. So that's pretty much how it went down.
Yeah, we mentioned on the air you had to feel bad for the one guy that jumped. I mean, you're not human if you don't feel bad for him, but it ends up being a big play for you guys. We don't have time to run down everybody on the team.
Our thanks to these members of the Katy Country Sports Club.
El Cerrito and Altavista. Throw on a sombrero. Shake your maracas. It's El Cerrito time. Authentic Mexican cuisine only at El Cerrito.
Robertson Auto Sales, Lynchburg. Dealers with a passion for great quality pre-owned vehicles. We love cars and trucks, and it shows in our inventory.
Aubrey Rosser, attorney at law, going above and beyond the courtroom. Your choice for any and all legal advice. Serving Altavista, Lynchburg, and Roanoke areas.
One Stop Mart, Main Street, Altavista, where the gas is cheap, beverages are cold, and the chicken is kicking.
Mad Biddy's Antiques, 105 Wood Lane, just off of Main Street. Come find what you didn't know you were looking for.
Dairy-free, serving ice cream, yogurt, fries, hamburger, hot dogs, and fresh chili since 1961 from their Main Street location.
Your station for high school sports play-by-play is 105.5 KD Country.
Subway halftime show returns. Hope you enjoyed that little special presentation there with Mike Sharness. We'll play the rest of that later on. We'll put it on our KD Country YouTube page as well. But we did have to get back to the ball game. Halftime scoring here on the Subway halftime show. Justin Kyer leading the Spotswood Trailblazers, 11 points, 5 boards. Khalil Davis has 4. Malik Davis has 3 points. Kobe Davis has 4. Cameron Irvine with 2. Jared Morris with 9 points. On the other side for the Colonels, Michi Malbeck has 3. Juan Thornhill with 6. Nelson Dews with 6. Josh McClure with 7. Darius Johnson leading everybody with 12 points, throwing in 3 rebounds as well. And, of course, as the second half gets underway during Colonel games this year, KD Country and Subway of Altavista are giving you a chance to win with Subway. Just got to post the word to the KD Country Facebook page. I'm going to wait and give you the word at the post-game show because I want you to stick around. It's a good ball game. Colonels lead by 2 to start things off, 34-32. Jump shot by Kyer, no good. Rebounded by Nelson Dews, and the Altavista Colonels are going the other way just like that. Spotswood won that third quarter 18-13, but the Colonels had built up that lead at the end of the first quarter, 21-14. We've had 4 ties, 4 lead changes. And again, those statistics unofficial. I'm pretty sure about the ties, the lead changes. I'm a little bit not as positive about. Spotswood basketball, again, 7.5 minutes to play in the select air third quarter. Colonels turned it over just as quickly as they got it. Davis, middle of the lane, running across the lane. He'll kick out to Khalil Davis. 3 ball, no good, rebounded by Darius Johnson. Khalil Davis had a good look at it, but just couldn't pour it in there from the right wing. Thornhill double teamed in the backcourt. It's an interesting, different kind of a half-court trap there. Michi Malbeck will fire from 3 from the left-hand corner. No good. Spotswood coming the other way, right to left this time from our perspective. Jump shot good by Kobe Davis from 15 feet right wing. Just stepped inside the three-point line there, knocked it down. 6:50 to play. We're tied again. 5th tie of the night, day. Hard to get used to here with this start time. Hope you're enjoying your afternoon. Got some playoff football on. A lot of things going on. They send it down low to Darius Johnson. Shot won't go in. McClure there with the rebound and the follow. That won't go in. Darius got another rebound. That one won't go. Thornhill with the rebound and the stick back. Finally, the Colonels come away with some points. Great job by Altavista crashing the glass, just getting more guys to the bucket than Spotswood could block out. There's a block on the other end by Darius Johnson. Colonels going the other way. Malbeck lost it. Oh, just lost the handle. Slipped out right there. And they are going to say off Spotswood. Give Mike Carlero credit right there. He saw that ball go out of bounds. He was politicking the ref there the whole time, saying, hey, that was off Spotswood. And he was probably right, but a good job just to get in the official's ear and let him know about it. Malbeck thinking about a left wing 3. Sends it between the circles, middle of the court to Thornhill. Juan backpedaling away from the basket. Shake and bake move. It goes left wing back to Michi. Now it's in Juan's hands again. 36-34. Colonels lead. Malbeck, fire for 3. Short. Might have got tipped there. Spotswood on the attack now moving. Nelson Dews trying to swat the ball away from Malik Davis. He does get it into the front court. Left wing now. It goes to Irvine. Cameron Irvine's 3. No good. But here's Darius Johnson. Track down the rebound near half court. Johnson up for 2. Oh, they're going to call Johnson with an offensive foul. Cameron Irvine hustled down there. Got in front of Darius Johnson to take the charge. Foul is the second one on Darius Johnson. And if you showed up late, I should point out, first half foul numbers very low. Colonels had 2 fouls. Spotswood had 1. Yes, there were 3 fouls called in the first half. Interestingly enough, Darius Johnson just got whistled for his second foul of the game, so a bit of bad luck there. Khalil Davis driving, swatted it away, and he is fouled. This one's going to go against the Colonels. See who it's on. Altavista crashed a full 5 guys down there to Khalil Davis. It's their second one of the half. Foul is on number 32, Lawrence Galliard, his first of the ball game. And I should also point out, if you joined us late, folks, Lawrence Galliard is a new name to the varsity team for the Colonels. He'd been on the junior varsity squad and may very well go back down. You know, the Colonels were a little short-handed with the Demetrius Johnson injury. Michi Malbeck is a little banged up. First free throw good there by Khalil Davis. Second one on the way. It's good as well. Boy, Spotswood has been very good from the free throw stripe. By my count, they have missed one free throw. They are 8 for 9 so far, by my count, from the free throw line. We're tied again, 36-36. Thornhill going to step inside the three-point line for a long two. Shot no good. Galliard battling for the rebound. Actually, McClure ends up with it. Juan just holding it on the right wing. Now he'll back it out towards half court. 5 minutes to play in the in the third quarter. We're tied 36-36. Justin Kyer going the other way. Lay in, gets it to go with the soft left hand there. Altavista thought about contesting it, but they sort of backed off there. Another lead change. 38-36. Spotswood ahead. Thornhill in the backcourt, working against his man. That's number 30, Kobe Davis. Juan breaks the timeline. One pass to Nelson Dews, then back to Juan. Right point. Juan controlling. Now he's near right sideline. Driving to the hoop, cut off, ball stripped away. McClure comes out of there with it at the free throw line. Josh, couple pump fakes off the window and in. Nice job by Josh McClure. I think he wanted to pass initially. Saw that he was open, shot it up off the square and in. Nice job. Tied again, 38-38. Kyer driving. Lawrence Galliard taking the charge right there for the Colonels. Oh, my. Good job by the young man to step in there and take a charge. First varsity action. Welcome to the big show, Lawrence Galliard. Nice job right there. Bunch of high fives as Lawrence Galliard comes out to the bench. Substitutions now. Darius Johnson back in the game. Donnie Montague back in the game. They join Michi Malbeck, Juan Thornhill, and Nelson Dews. Juan catches the inbound, sends it right back to Michi Malbeck. Nelson Dews lost it at midcourt. Justin Kyer. Oh, up and under move. Layup. Finger roll. Won't go in, though. Maybe got a little too flashy. Rebound stuck back by Kobe Davis. It was a nice move by Kyer. He couldn't finish it, though. Kobe Davis was there on the rebound of the putback. 40-38. Another lead change. Spotswood up again by 2. Altavista loses the basketball. Kobe Davis looking for help. He finds it in the form of Doffelmeyer. Adam Doffelmeyer driving baseline, passes across, middle of the court. It goes to Morris. Morris for 3. That's going to make Mike Cardalero call a timeout. Spotswood, they trailed to start the half. They're up by 5 now. 3:45 left to go in the third quarter on 105.5 KD Country.
A short drive will save you money.
In the market for a new Chevrolet? Fellers Chevrolet.
FellersDirect.com.
For a huge selection of new Chevrolets and pre-owned vehicles, it's Fellers Chevrolet.
FellersDirect.com.
FellersDirect.com. Selection. Convenience. Fellers Chevrolet.
Fellers Chevrolet.
Always open and only a click away.
FellersDirect.com.
A short drive will save you money. Fellers Chevrolet in Altavista.
Here's more award-winning high school sports with Kyle and Oscar on 105.5 KD Country.
Jared Morris with another big 3. His third 3 of the night for Spotswood puts them up 5, 43-38. A couple turnovers right before that really hurt the Colonels, and Spotswood was able to cash in and get some points. Remember, Altavista led 34-32 at half. Colonels led at the end of the first by 7. Hard to say they've really been in charge all game, and as I mentioned, back and forth ball game. 7 lead changes by my count, 7 ties. So it sounds a little bit like that Dan River game from the other night, with one exception. Not as many fouls. Both teams were in foul trouble in the Dan River Altavista game. Not so here today between the Colonels and the Blazers. 43-38. Juan's going to break the timeline, near sideline, running now baseline. Oh, my goodness, Juan did it again. A two-handed jam. Nobody would step in front of Juan Thornhill, so he just shoved it in the basket on the dunk with 2 hands. Kyer on the other side, middle of the lane, 7-footer is good. Kyer's got a soft touch on the jumper right there. 45-40. Spotswood back up 5, but boy, Juan Thornhill just sort of jogged his way down the right sideline, found some room on the baseline. Nobody cut him off, so he stuffed it in with the 2-handed dunk. Juan going to the basket again, up and under layup, swatted away. He is fouled. Juan was thinking dunk again. Juan has 2 big bombs tonight that have really, if we were at Altavista, the roof would have come off. Here, maybe just the walls bulged out a little bit when the fans got into it. Free throws on the way for Juan Thornhill. First one up, back of the iron, and it does roll in. Nice touch there by Juan. 45-41. Colonels trail by 4. Coach Mike Cardalero is going to send some substitutes in. Chancellor Mormon and Josh McClure checking in. Malbeck and Montague out. On the court right now, Mormon, McClure, Thornhill, Darius Johnson, and Nelson Dews. Juan Thornhill's putting together one of his classic games. Front iron, no good. Can't convert the free throw. He tried to track down his own rebound, but couldn't. Up ahead it goes to Kyer. Kyer, layup, right side is good. Spotswood gets down the court so quickly. They run the floor so well. They understand the outlet pass, and they really do a nice job converting for points on the other end. They're up 47-41. 2:50 to play in the Select Air third quarter. Borman catches left wing. Now back left point. It goes to Thornhill. Right wing to Nelson Dews. Nelson thinking about a three ball. 2:35 remaining in the third quarter. Altavista trailing 47-41. Nelson Dews will try a three ball. It's good. Nelson Dews, much needed points right there from the right wing. What a shot by Nelson Dews. His third three ball of the night for the Colonels. They trail by 3. Kyer running across the defense to his left. He'll try a three. In and out. No good. McClure there on the rebound for the Colonels. Nice job again by Altavista boxing out, clearing out the paint area so they could collect the rebound. 47-44. Spotswood up 3. 2 minutes and change left to play here in the Select Air third quarter. McClure left wing. Pump fake. Now passes it to Nelson Dews in the middle. Juan wants to slow things down. He'll run the point guard spot and dictate play. Looks like a 2-3 defense again from Spotswood. They're coming out and matching up. I mean, you see Khalil Davis out. He's out mid-court guarding Thornhill. Nelson Dews for 3 again. It's in! Nelson rattling it home from the left wing this time. We're tied. 47-47. How about Nelson Dews? 4th long ball of the game, and it gives the Altavista Colonels a tie with 90 seconds left to play in the quarter. Backdoor cut by Kyer. Stopped by McClure. He shovels it inside. It goes to Irvine. That won't go. Kyer got the rebound. Sticks it up and in. Boy, this Justin Kyer is really an animal on the glass and the entire basketball court for that matter. Justin Kyer now with 8 just in the third quarter to add to his 11 in the first half. 19 by my count. Altavista trailing by 2. 65 seconds left to play in the third quarter. 49-47. Spotswood. Juan, nice look down low to Darius. Low post. Darius converts it from the left-hand block. Good overhand pass. Bullet sort of a pass by Juan Thornhill to get it down low to Darius Johnson. Kyer passes it back out to Morris. Morris has been a threat from deep for Spotswood. Kyer with it back. Handoff play now to Adam Doffelmeyer. Doffelmeyer, left-hand dribble, driving baseline, sticks it up. Won't go in, but he's fouled by Nelson Dews. Nelson never would get out of his way. There was body contact the whole time, and if you're a Colonel fan, you could make the case that it was probably on the floor rather than in the process of the shot. But either way, foul is on Nelson Dews, his first. Colonel's third of the half. Adam Doffelmeyer to shoot the free throws. Whew. This broadcaster is getting winded out here with the back and forth, up and down basketball action. 49-49, our 8th tie of the game. That doesn't count the tie at 0-0, of course. First free throw, no good, with 42 seconds left to play in the Select Air third quarter. Select Air, your authorized train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. Cold outside today, about 28 degrees up here in Lexington when we pulled up. No wind today, though, unlike the rest of the week, so that certainly helped out. Second free throw, good by Doffelmeyer. It's a 1-point Spotswood lead. McClure catches at the other free throw line. Now he'll dribble it into the front court, breaking the timeline, and pocket picked. This is Kobe Davis going the other way. Michi Malbeck, nice job to get his hand in there and poke it off the back wall. Knocking it out of bounds, lets the Colonels set up the defense. Lawrence Galliard back in the ball game for Altavista. Darius Johnson will check back in for Galliard. I'll tell you who has not left the court, Colonel fans, and that's Juan Thornhill. He's been out there for every minute of this ball game so far. Morris to inbound for Spotswood, left-hand side of the baseline. Oh, Khalil Davis got loose off the window and in for a layup. He faked like he was going to go back out to the perimeter, turned around, went into the basket, scoring the bucket there. 20 seconds now. Spotswood up 3, 52-49. Nelson Dews catches after a long pass from Michi Malbeck. Nelson, right wing. He'll go another cross-court pass to Michi. Michi, free throw line to McClure. Josh McClure tries the jumper. No good. Couple bodies on the ground. They're going to call Darius Johnson, I believe, with a foul. I think they're going to say he pushed one of those guys to the ground. Uh-oh, that's Darius's third. No, excuse me. Foul was on Nelson Dews. Interesting, huh? Nelson Dews is second in a matter of moments. Nelson was not near the basket, so Nelson must have committed the foul out around the perimeter there. Hard to see everybody with 10 bodies running around. 5.9 seconds left here in the quarter. Spotswood's got to go the length of the court. Plenty of time to get a good shot off. Kyer catches, breaks the timeline with about 4.5 seconds. layup won't go in. Altavista's going to have a chance. Maybe Thornhill, football pass to the basket, won't hit anything, and we have played 3 quarters. Altavista, they trail by 3, 52-49. Fourth quarter sure to be a good one. Don't you go changing on 105.5 KD Country.
Finch and Finch Funeral and Cremation Service. A family serving families since 1905. Personal, memorable memorial moments, celebrating life and more. Pre-arrangements with confidence, trust and care from our family to yours. Finch and Finch Funeral and Cremation Service. A family serving families since 1905.
More live high school sports action on 105.5 KD Country.
$10 gets you the whole seat at the Rock the Round Ball Classic, but I feel sure you're only needing the edge of it. And if you're at home, thank our wonderful sponsors for bringing you this ball game, because it sure has been a good one. Colonels trail by 3. It's game 4 here from the Rock the Ribbon Round Ball Classic. All the proceeds go to benefit cancer research, patient care, and to support the families. It's their second year working with the American Cancer Society to find a cure. Games coming up after this one are Brook Point and Lord Botetourt. Lord Botetourt was a state semifinalist in 3A last year. It's game number 5, Ridgeview Christian and Perry McClure. We've seen the Perry McClure Fighting Blues before. And in the final game of the night, Wilson Memorial versus Rockbridge County, the host getting to wrap things up there in the nightcap. Fun event, and I'll tell you, on our way up here, we listen to 105.5 pretty much the entire time. So we get a good signal up here. If you're cruising around, hearing this basketball, wondering where we're at Rockbridge County High School in Lexington. Stop on by. You're going to see some great hoops, and you're going to support a great cause. All right, fourth quarter underway. Colonels get it inbound here from the right sideline in the backcourt. Juan lost it momentarily. Malik Davis playing the man-to-man defense. I think it's a man-to-man again for Spotswood. And you can bet they're guarding Nelson Dews very closely. Nelson has hit 4 3-pointers tonight if you joined us late. Colonels led after 1 quarter, led at halftime by 2, but now they trail by 3 after 3 quarters. Select Air fourth quarter going to be a very good one. Michi Mall back, crossover dribble, controlling. Nobody really coming out to contest him. Now he sends it half court to Juan Thornhill. Juan just a step inside of the timeline. 7:25 remaining here in the Select Air fourth quarter. Michi catches, pull up, 3 ball. It's good. Michi Malback has tied it up again. This is back and forth basketball at its finest. We're tied 52-52. 3 ball on the way from the Blazers, no good. Kyer with the rebound. Good look down low, but Morris couldn't finish. They kick it out again for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound by Darius Johnson. 7 minutes left to play in the ball game. Maybe the Colonels can snatch a lead back. Wow, Michi Malback, just a step up, 1 dribble, then he fired for 3. And a nice job by Michi Malback on the right wing. He's got it back again, middle of the court. Nobody coming out to pressure Michi, though. Tie ball game. Now Khalil Davis will step up. No 5-second count administered yet. Michi, little shake and bake move with a head fake, crossover dribble. Darius Johnson pops out top of the key to catch. Now McClure, left wing. Darius going to throw it down low to Juan, who's posting up. Juan off the window and in. Colonels do have a lead, 54-52. How about that little roll reversal? Darius Johnson coming out up top of the key and then throwing the lob pass down low to Juan Thornhill. Kobe Davis driving. Layup won't go in. Rebounded by Josh McClure. McClure's done a great job on the window, cleaning things up for the Colonels tonight. Malback, rise and fire from the left wing. Back iron, no good, though. 3 ball wouldn't go in. Rebounded by Darius Johnson. Johnson bumped around. They wanted to walk. They wouldn't call it. Shot wouldn't go in either. McClure with another rebound. Sticks it up. Won't go in, and he is fouled. Josh McClure. We talked about this entire week what a nice job he was doing on the glass. Against Dan River Tuesday, Nelson Thursday, and now against Spotswood on the weekend matinee affair. Josh McClure is really getting it after it on the glass. 54-52. Colonels lead by 2. First free throw up from McClure. Bend to the knees. Back iron won't fall in. 6:03 remaining in the Select Air fourth quarter. Repairs, new installations too. Select Air does it all with prompt and courteous service. You're at your house usually within 45 minutes or less. Second free throw coming for Josh McClure. So glad you could join us for this fun basketball game on 105.5 or perhaps with the TuneIn app or at kdcountry.com. Colonels stretch out the lead. McClure makes 1 of 2 there. 55-52. 6 minutes left to play in the ball game. Justin Kyer has it. Left-hand corner. Gets it to Irvine. Irvine right back to Kyer on the give-and-go move. Kyer now up top. It goes to Morris. Morris has made some threes for Spotswood. This time he's driving, can't convert, and it's Josh McClure for the rebound on the defensive end for the Altavista Colonels. 5:40 left to play. Colonels up 3. Remember, they entered the fourth quarter trailing by 3. Ball back, catches free throw line. Sends it in the corner to Nelson Dews. Nelson in and out. He almost made another one from long range. Kyer going the other way for Spotswood. Quick dribble. Hands it off to Cameron Irvine. Irvine cross court. It goes to Khalil Davis. Davis now to get it to Morris. Top of the key. All the way over here. Left wing to Kyer. And Kyer took a step before he dribbled right there. Good job by the officials to spot it and call it. Darius Johnson back in the ball game. He's playing with 3 fouls. Great ball movement on that end by Spotswood, but perhaps even better defense by the Colonels to really deny them any sort of good look. Michi throws it cross court. They're still in the backcourt to Nelson Dews. Looking to get it back to Michi Malbeck. Malbeck knows he's got to hurry to break the 10-second count. He does. Bounce pass along the baseline to Darius Johnson. Johnson cut off about 10 feet away. Throws it 30 feet away from the hoop to Thornhill. Thornhill, right wing. Now he's middle of the court. Left wing. It goes over to Nelson Dews. Dews dribbling right side of the defense. They go right wing. Bounce pass to McClure in the middle of the court. Josh thought about a long 2. Decides to give it up anyway. Juan moving slowly to his right, middle of the court now. 4:40 left to play. Colonels up 3, 55-52. Michi catches right wing. Just taking his time, looking for a nice look. Long bounce pass cross court to Nelson Dews. Usually got to throw it over the top of the defense. McClure driving, dishes off to Johnson. Johnson off the window from the left side and in. 1 foot away, Darius Johnson converts to stretch out the lead. 57-52, Colonels lead. Irvine, 5-footer off the window and in. Timeout on the floor here. Believe it's taken by Chad Edwards, the head coach of the Spotswood Trailblazers, will take the timeout too. 4:25 remaining. Colonels lead by 3, 57-54 on 105.5 KD Country.
English Construction Company has been in the building business since 1909, so it's only natural that they appreciate the building process. They recognize the fact that organized sports programs build character as well as bodies and minds. They know that high school sports build our youth into more well-rounded and more productive adults. English Construction Company is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports and salute all athletes, coaches, and teachers. A word of praise and encouragement from English Construction Company with offices in Lynchburg.
Back to the press box for high school sports on 105.5 KD Country.
Darius Johnson has 16 points for the Altavista Colonels. Justin Kyer has 19 points for the Spotswood Trailblazers. Full scoring when we get to the Subway postgame show. We got a long way to go for that. 4.5 minutes isn't a long time, but I have a feeling it's going to feel like an eternity in a game like this. Full court zone press here by Spotswood. Juan's going to break the timeline. Gets it ahead to Nelson Dews. Now back to Thornhill. 4:10 to play. Colonels lead by 3, 57-54. Juan dribbling. He's a full 40 feet away from the basket. Just in front of half court. Crossover dribble. Juan got some space. They go down low. They go left wing to Nelson Dews. Now they go back half court to Michi Malbeck. Malbeck driving left-hand dribble. Kind of bounced around. Got rid of the basketball to Nelson Dews. Dews will hand it back to Malbeck. Colonel's not afraid to run some time off the clock, even with a slim 3-point lead. Down to 3:40 left to play. Double teamed at the top of the key as Malbeck. So he dishes away to Nelson Dews. Oh, McClure catches and he lost the basketball. Justin Kyer picked his pocket. Malbeck almost returned the favor. Kyer up for 2. Won't go in. Hit the front of the iron and fell short, but he is fouled. Colonels ran some time off the clock, but ended up turning it over without getting a shot off. 3.5 minutes left to play in the Select Air fourth quarter. Fouls on Nelson Dews, his third. I misspoke earlier. Darius Johnson is playing with 2 fouls, not 3. Free throw up and good for Justin Kyer. Kyer has 20 now. He has not missed from the free throw line. He has scored from inside. He has scored from mid-range. He's played great defense, and he has rebounded the ball well. This Justin Kyer, the complete package for Spotswood, makes the second one. It's a 1-point Altavista lead. 57-56. 3:24 left to play in the game. Juan double teamed, one-hand pass into the front court. It goes to McClure. Michi leaves it down low. Bounce pass for Darius Johnson. Darius' first shot is blocked, but he gets his own rebound, or I should say own rejection anyhow. Nelson Dews, right wing, toes the 3-ball line. Doesn't want to shoot the 3, though. Wants the pass instead. Right wing, it goes to Thornhill. They really just changed places. Juan, bounce pass, right hand post to Darius. Darius, 5-footer, won't go in. Rebounded by Justin Morris on the Spotswood Trailblazers. Whistle blows, foul or a jump ball. They're going to call it a jump ball. Jared Morris was the name I was looking for, not Justin Morris. Jump ball, possession arrow favors Spotswood, so that will go as a turnover. Basketball going back to Spotswood. Referees want to towel off the sweat on the gym there, on the gym floor, I should say. 2:57 left to play here in the fourth quarter from Rockbridge County High School. Rock the Ribbon Classic. 8 games here today. This is the fourth of 8. Nice event to benefit the American Cancer Society. Colonels lead by 1, 57-56. Altavista led by 7 at the end of the first, 2 at the end of the half, trailed by 3 to start this fourth quarter. 9 lead changes, 9 ties. Kyer has the basketball in the front court, right-hand point for Rockbridge. Dribbling, working on Thornhill, pulls up, stopped at the edge of the paint, kicks out to Morris. Morris for 3, too short. Josh McClure there on the rebound. Going the other way quickly is Michi Malback. Michi can't finish the layup. Got it right to the doorstep, but it wouldn't go in. Kyer driving. He knocked Thornhill down. Charge taken by Juan Thornhill. Dews and McClure help him up, and Juan clapping and smiling after the nice play there. Foul is on Justin Kyer. Just his first, I believe, but a nice job by Thornhill to get set and take the charge. Actually, board showing 3 fouls on Kyer. How have I gotten that wrong? We'll go with the scoreboard, though. Malback dribbling in the backcourt. He's in the other team's paint. Now he'll break the timeline ahead across the charity stripe. Oh, lost the basketball momentarily. No whistle from the referees for a carry or a double dribble. McClure catches, pulls up, 15-footer, won't go in off the window. Rebound is still loose. Dews tried to save it, but couldn't. Nearly went into some fans that are set up behind that goal over there. It's going to be Spotswood basketball. They'll inbound. Got to go the length of the court with 2:10 to play in the ball game. So 1-point Colonel lead, 57-56. Blazers get it inbounds. This is Khalil Davis. He'll walk it across the timeline. Guarded by Malback. Right wing it goes to Jared Morris. Morris over now to Kobe Davis. Khalil Davis head fakes the 3. Right in front of us here, left wing. Dribbling across the defense, right. Now back out. It goes to Irvine. Irvine jump stop, wants to pass. Now he's stuck. Hands off to Justin Kyer. And Kyer, left hand layup goes in. It's another lead change and another Spotswood lead. 1:39 left to play in the ball game. Colonels trail by 1, 58-57. There's the timeout from head coach Mike Carolero. We'll take the timeout as well. 93 seconds left to play in regulation. Altavista trails by 1 over Spotswood. I'm sure this ringside seat is looking pretty good on 105.5 KD Country.
Installing Atrium vinyl replacement windows is like an investment in your home that can begin to pay dividends right away. You can save up to 30% or more on your home's heating and cooling costs. Add to your home's equity and add to its value by upgrading its looks and energy efficiency. Custom crafted Atrium vinyl replacement windows. Invest in your home's future with English's.
English's is your complete home center.
Business 29 Altavista.
Your high school sports station with award-winning coverage on 105.5 KD Country.
High school basketball at its finest on 105.5 KD Country. Check that. This is just basketball at its finest right here. Any level, this game is going to stand the test of time. 58-57. Spotswood on top right now. It's been back and forth in every sense of the imagination. Colonels have done a lot of things well. They have rebounded well. They've played some tenacious defense against this Spotswood Trailblazer team that just gets up and down the hardwood. I mean, these guys move like deer out there. If you joined us late, Justin Kyer doing the bulk of the damage for Spotswood. He's up over 20 points. Although I say they're big man. Jared Morris is built kind of like a big man, but he stepped out and hit 3 3-pointers for the Blazers. On the other side, Nelson Dews doing a lot of damage. Colonels can't get it inbounds off the 5-second count off the timeout. No, excuse me. They called another timeout. Okay, one referee said 5-second violation. The other said timeout. Let's keep it right here for a moment, try and sort things out. Boy, Coach C, you could see him. He sensed that the time was running down. And once it hit about 4 seconds there on the 5-second count, I think he was calling for a timeout, but the officials didn't see him at first. And then one referee realized, okay, yeah, I saw that you were calling for it. It may have taken him an extra second to blow the whistle. They got the call right. They gave the Colonels a timeout. 1 minute 33 seconds remaining in this game. It's a 58-57 Spotswood Trailblazer lead. You heard the pregame interview with Coach C. He said it was going to be a tough one. He said this was a very well-schooled team. Talked about he and I talked about how they like the backdoor cut, they like the lob play, they like to get it to the rim on the dunk. Well, Thornhill has been the one dunking tonight. 2 big ones, one with the right hand, one with 2 hands. Nelson Dews has hit 4 long balls for the Colonels. And, again, it's been back-and-forth basketball. Josh McClure doing a great job on the glass, as are really all the Colonels. Altavista basketball, they do get it in bounds this time. Juan, crossover dribble, now turns his back, spin move. Oh, they're going to catch McClure with an illegal screen. Josh was trying to set the high post screen to free up Juan. And Josh was apparently moving at the time he said it. Basketball is going to go back to Spotswood, 58-57. 1-point lead for the Trailblazers. 1:21 left to play. Let's see if Spotswood wants to try and score. Maybe they just opt to try and run this clock down as much as possible. Justin Kyer gets the inbound. He's guarded by Juan Thornhill. Looking for the handoff play there. Instead, he'll go chest pass to Morris at the right wing. Kyer, dribble outside of the paint there. Hand check. They're going to call one with the foul. 1:08 left to play in the ballgame. 58-57. 1-point Spotswood lead. 17th foul on the Colonels, so it's going to send Kyer to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Kyer has not missed from the free throw line, so you can pretty much just call this a 2-shot foul. And I hope I don't jinx him. Again, we tend to pull for the Colonels. We try to stay as impartial as possible. I hope I didn't jinx Kyer there. First one up and in. It is good. 2-point lead now for Spotswood. 59-57. He's just been that good from the free throw line, folks. We'll count him up here. 8. Now make that 9. 9 of 9 from the free throw strike for Kyer. 60-57. Colonels trail by 3. 1 minute left to play in the Select Air fourth quarter. Colonels have got to break the full court pressure. Boy, Spotswood has changed up the defense, and they're playing it very hard. 3-ball, no good from Michi Malbeck. He saved it, though. He had to run out of bounds. He threw it off of Morris. Michi got up, full stretch there, caught the basketball, turned around and threw it off Morris, and then it went out of bounds. Going to be a Colonel ball. They'll inbound really in the corner opposite from us. Altavista moving left to right in this second half. Ball back to inbound. Throws the lob pass into Juan Thornhill. Michi catches. Now kick out. It goes to McClure. McClure for 3. No good. Rebound is loose. Juan couldn't track it down. Spotswood basketball with 45 seconds left to play. They're up 3. Nelson Dews is going to get whistled with a reaching in foul on number 4, Khalil Davis. May not have been the worst foul in the world, although I don't know it was intentional from Nelson Dews, but it does stop the clock with 43.1 seconds left. Khalil Davis is going to shoot a 1-and-1. 18 foul on the Colonels. 4th one on Nelson Dews. You don't want to lose Nelson because he's really the primary 3-ball threat for the Colonels right now. Free throw goes in. That hurts. It's a 2-possession game now. 61-57. I know you've got the 4-point play option if you hit a 3 and get fouled, but that's pretty rare in basketball. Second one coming from Khalil Davis. It's up. It's in. Rattle in off front iron and back iron. Now it is a true 2-possession game. Colonels trail by 5. Timeout on the court. It's taken by Spotswood. We'll take it 2. 43 seconds left in this one. Colonel's going to need some help down 5 on 105.5 KD Country.
No one knows trucks like we know trucks. Come see us and you'll agree. From small to tall, we've got it all. Highview Motors, GMC. Come on in. Bring the family to see your friends at Highview Motors. Highview Motors, GMC. From small to tall, we've got it all. Highview Motors, GMC.
Now back to the action with Colonel Sports on 105.5 KD Country.
A Colonel lead has turned into a 5-point Spotswood lead, 62-57. Altavista trailing. They led with about 2 minutes and change left to go in this fourth quarter. Spotswood, we mentioned, they run the floor. They can score quickly. They're 4 for their last 4 from the charity stripe as well. Down 5 here If the Colonels score, it'll be interesting to see how quickly they foul. And it may matter how the points come for Altavista. It looks like full court pressure being applied by Spotswood. 43.1 seconds left. Colonels trail by 5, 62-57. Altavista gets it in bounds. Juan running along right sideline. He'll stop momentarily. Hesitation move. Juan jump stop to the hoop. Fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line. Shot hit the side of the iron but wouldn't fall in. Nice quick move to the hoop by Juan Thornhill. That's what you need. 34.9 seconds left. Colonels ran off about 9 seconds there. 62-57. Colonels do need to cash in from the free throw line, though. Juan's first free throw, too strong. Chancellor Mormon checking in the ball game for Josh McClure. A substitution there probably designed to give the Altavista Colonels a guy that has some fouls to give up. Second one on the way from Juan. In and out, no good. Tipped back to the rim by Darius. Chancellor Mormon sticks it in for 2. Nice job by Chancellor Mormon. I said he might be in there to give up a foul. No, he catches the offensive board and sticks it in. 62-59. 30-second timeout here with 30 seconds left to play on 105.5 KD Country.
It's cold in here. Will your heating system keep you warm this winter, or will you spend a cold evening shivering under the covers? Have your heating system inspected today by Tyree Littles Heating and Cooling. Kent Tyree has over 20 years experience and specializes in heating, air, plumbing, and electrical. Licensed and bonded. Call for an appointment today. 309-2266. 309-2266. Tyree Littles Heating and Cooling.
Your home for Colonel sports coverage. 105.5 KD Country.
62-59. It's a Spotswood Trailblazer lead. Colonels just scored with 31.7 seconds left. Off a missed Juan Thornhill free throw. Chancellor Mormon getting his hands on the offensive board, sticking it up and in from the right-hand side. Colonels down 3. And I mentioned 31.7 seconds left. Maybe the thought process here is you try and get a steal in the backcourt. If they do break the timeline, maybe then you go for the foul and send Spotswood to the free throw line. Problem with fouling right now is Spotswood has been very good from the charity stripe all game. Justin Kyer is 9 for 9 from there. Khalil Davis is 4 for 4 from there. Long baseball pass on the way. Juan intercepts it. He had to shove Kyer out of the way. Colonels basketball with 27 seconds left. Nelson Dews for 3 to tie. Too strong. Spotswood rebound. They had to save it in out of bounds. Thornhill going for the strip. He commits the foul. Juan gambled a little bit, reached around Kyer there. Boy, Juan can't believe it. Nelson Dews didn't have a great look over there from the right wing for 3, but semi-open. It was just too strong. 20.3 seconds left. 62-59. That would have been Nelson's 5th free ball of the game. If he is going to make a 5th one, it's going to have to come a little bit later. Justin Kyer to the free throw stripe. He has been deadly. I just mentioned it, 9 for 9 in this ball game. It's over 20 points. Have to get you a full point total here in the Subway postgame show. First one, good. Makes it a 4-point lead. McClure checking back in the game for Chancellor Mormon. On the court for the Colonels, you do have McClure, Juan Thornhill, Darius Johnson, Nelson Dews, and Michi Malbeck. 20.3 seconds left. Second free throw on the way from Justin Kyer. Not much bending his knees. It's a short, compact stroke. He makes it. Buzzer blows there as the Colonels get it inbounds. Now you're going to have to discuss some things. Clock was running there. I don't think the scoreboard was ready to put it in play. The free throw, Colonels should have about 20 seconds left on the clock. It's 17.8 right now. Buzzer sounded as Altavista was inbounding it. They got to go the length of the court, but they again the officials are going to go to the scorer's table and get this straight. They want to know. They put 22.2 up there. That wasn't right. He shot the free throw with 21.3. Officials will get it straight. Altavista trails by 5, 64-59. With a 5-point deficit, 2-possession game. Colonels can score a couple different ways here. You can set up the 3 ball and try and shoot the 3 that way. You can go for the quick 2. It may be a situation where you have to take what Spotswood defense gives you. Inbound play. Juan throws it to Nelson. Nelson just hands back to Juan. Juan trying to break the timeline. Full court pressure from Spotswood. Michi. 3 ball is good from dead on with 11 seconds left. Colonel's not going to use the timeout just yet. 8 seconds now. Altavista fouls. It's a 64-62 game. Colonels trail by 2. So they've got a chance there with that big Michi Malbeck 3. 64-62. 8.3 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Khalil Davis will go to the free throw line. He's made 4 of them tonight, 4 for 4. If he can miss one of these, though, Colonels can tie with a 3. Here we go. Khalil Davis, right-handed shooter. Takes his time. First one up, first one in. It hit front iron, then roll off the back iron and down. It's a 3-point lead now for Spotswood. 65-62 on the court for the Colonels. Darius Johnson, Thornhill, McClure, Dews, and Michi Malbeck. Second one on the way for Davis. It's up. It's in. 4-point game. Spotswood wants to call a timeout. We'll take it too. Last-ditch effort coming from the Colonels. They trail by 4 with 8.3 seconds left on 105.5 KD Country.
We're back at Bug Motors on Highway 29, 3 miles south of the Lynchburg Airport. We're talking with Joe, one of the owners at Bug Motors.
Hey, thanks, Dave. You know, here at Bug Motors, we take our customer service as our highest priority. That's why we have our ASE certified master technicians go through every vehicle before it hits the lot, making sure we can deliver our highest quality product to the public. We not only want to take care of the customer beforehand, but for the years to come as well. And remember, you can buy a car anywhere, but you can only buy us here at Bug Motors. Visit bugmotors.com for more information.
Your station for high school sports play-by-play is 105.5 KD Country.
Colonels will have to go the length of the court with 8.3 seconds left. They trail by 4. That doesn't mean it's over yet. I have a feeling the Colonels will try and get up a 3. You can sort of look for contact and hope for the 4-point play. You're probably better off just getting a quick bucket, maybe even a 2 if possible, and then fouling again, and then maybe have a chance to hit a true buzzer beater. McClure will inbound to Thornhill. Altavista trails by 4. 8 seconds left. Juan picks it up in front of half court. Now he's across the timeline. Juan pitches to Michi Malbeck. Malbeck fires for 3. It's in. 1 second left. Clock will run out. Colonels did not have any timeouts left. Boy, hard way to lose right there. The ball probably went in with about 1.8 seconds left. Altavista couldn't get to anybody to foul. Obviously, Spotswood doesn't need to inbound with only 1.5 or 1.67 seconds left, and that does it for us. What a ball game. What a way to end it. Wow, 66-65. Colonels lose by 1. Subway post-game show on the way when you come back to 105.5 KD Country.
A short drive will save you money. In the market for a new Chevrolet? Fellers Chevrolet.
FellersDirect.com.
For a huge selection of new Chevrolets and pre-owned vehicles, it's Fellers Chevrolet.
FellersDirect.com.
FellersDirect.com. Selection. Convenience. Fellers Chevrolet.
Fellers Chevrolet.
Always open and only a click away.
FellersDirect.com.
A short drive will save you money. Fellers Chevrolet in Altavista.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Virginia are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other